a number 3 soul, her soul energy, her personality. Her mastery number, what she's come here to work on, is a 5. Her gift number, the 58, 13 is a 4. The entire year of birth would be a 5. And then her path number is another 4. So what really jumps out about Gayl's numbers is we've got repeating numbers. Okay, we've got 2 5s and we've got 2 4s. Whenever a number repeats itself, it creates like an extra emphasis or focus on getting that number right, managing it so that it will express itself more in the positive polarity as opposed to the negative polarity. Okay, so let's look into this a little bit. So let's first look at the mastery number, the month of birth. Again, our homework assignment from God. What doesn't come so easy? 5. 5 in the positive polarity represents flexibility and tolerance. Okay, and the ability to be flexible and adaptable. And 5 also represents endurance. Okay, and the need to develop endurance in one's own life. Okay, but that's not just only physical. When people think of endurance like, okay, I'll walk more miles. No, it could actually, particularly in these times, be mental and spiritual endurance. I tell you what, I'm a very sensitive person, okay? And I have to be very careful how much news I watch because I can feel so overwhelmed. And I've had to totally kind of reconfigure how I move through my life to have the endurance to get through all what's going on and the bad news, and just kind of, I'm going to shift it to prayer, or I'm just going to take a walk, or I'm going to go to the hot springs or whatever. So developing endurance is important for Gayl. Gayl is very intelligent. Okay, the reason I say she's very intelligent, if we look at her soul number and her gift number, we have a 7. And if we look at her soul number and her path number, we have a 7. Those are some of the advanced calculations. And 7 is the intellect. And 7 is also the number of the seeker. So Gayl has one of her 7s, what's called the projection calculation, what we're projecting out. So when people kind of meet Gayl, they think like, well, she's smart, she seems well studied, or she's a sharp cookie. I have a question. Maybe I should ask Gayl. I think Gayl might know. Okay, there's kind of like an intellectual energy there with that projection number of 7. And I'll just draw a line here so you get the projection is soul and gift. And 7 is, the numbers have archetypes. Okay, so 7 is the archetype of the seeker. And that's one of the reasons Gayl is here now. She's seeking information. She's curious about something. She wants, looking for more pieces of the jigsaw puzzle to put together to make sense out of everything. So that's very good. And then we just looked at the heart number. Okay, for this month of September, it's what we call a 14-5. Let's look at Gayl's heart number. Okay, diagonal line of energy, 4 and 5. Gayl has a heart number of 9. 9 is the most sensitive number. Even though Gayl might have this projection of 7 of kind of being, like cool, airy, aloof, unaffected, if you said something to her and she didn't like it, she'd be feeling it so intensely in her heart, like, but she wouldn't want to show it because that 7 wants to feel kind of like unaffected or above, or not show any weakness or vulnerability. But if you ever wanted to get Gayl a birthday present that she would really like, don't try and spend a lot of money. Something like just getting a beautiful card, like one of those blank picture cards that has like scenery on the outside, and writing her a little note, like a handwritten note, okay, because she enjoys reading and writing, of just how much you appreciate her and what a difference she makes in her life. That would be worth all the tea in China to Gayl, okay, because of that ultra sensitive heart number of 9. So that's something good to